start using bits never been out of the packaging, the seat parts which have never been opened. That proves it has not ever been installed. Here's the cistern, which is not chipped or damaged in any way. And we're just putting it on there. It sits on there. I'll use this piece of wood. Line the back up. So that's lined up flush as best you can get it. Centralise it, which is not too bad. Let's check that again. Yeah, that hasn't moved. Right. So, take the lid of the cistern. It's hard to see which way is the front or back, if there is one. So it doesn't make any difference, we just sit it on there carefully. It's only about very fraction that fits on this, on there. That fits quite snugly. You couldn't get it any better than that. So you cannot adjust it any more than that. That's with it pushed that as far away forward as it will possibly go. And check it, see how that lines up against the wall. Yeah, that lines up as best, so that's in the right position. Now, if we look at how well the lid fits, you can see here there's quite an overlap. Now, it's fairly not so much of an overlap there, and it gets bigger as we go along. Quite pronounced there, almost the width of my finger, all the way along there. You can see quite a pronounced overlap, and also you can tell by the shadow, which is quite deep there, that's been thrown on it from the light, which is not exactly directly above it. The cistern is not brilliant fit on the pan, but nevertheless that would be acceptable. Okay, now we're going to place the lid on the pan, the toilet seat. Get it in the sort of position it might be if it's fitted. So that's my guess is where it should be. What we have is it's fairly even there. The pan bulges out here, so you've got quite a lip there, which gradually goes down, and no lip there. In fact, the lid of the toilet seat's overlapping there, and then we come down there where it bulges out a bit there. You can see the shadow on the pan, so it's quite clear that the pan does not match the symmetry of the lid. Now, the problem with that is visually you can see it. You can see that big protrusion there, which goes away to nothing there. So that kind of makes you think, oh, the pan's a bit distorted, so let's investigate that further. So what we do, we lift the lid and we sit on the pan, but I'm not going to sit on it. We see the seat is rocking. Press down there, it springs back up. Press here, it jumps up. Press there, and there, nothing's happening. So we're resting on these 2 feet, and one of these feet, whichever you put the pressure on, although that one is something wrong there. So, as I said in all my previous correspondence, the rim of the pan, that is this, in case you don't know, is not level. So let's do another test to see if it's level. Here we have a spirit level, and you can see if you can get the bubble, if you can go on top, Tony, from above, can you get a good shot of that bubble? Ah, you will say, the spirit level might be inaccurate, so we'll turn it round, don't go away. We'll turn it round, and we get the same reading. It's sloping down, right. Home in on there, Tony. We'll raise that spirit level a bit, just a minute. Where's the ball? Raise the spirit level to make it level. Right. That's leveled it up a bit. And come down here and we see that gap there, which is the thickness of this rule, which is about 4 mil. So that side is 4 mil lower than that side. Now if we bring this forward, we now see the spirit level has moved. The bubble has moved and is pretty central. Pretty central. Which means it's pretty level at the front. but not at the back, which is why, zoom in a bit, going closer, which is why, that's it, that's pretty level there. Turn the spirit level round in case you think we're doing anything funny. Yeah, the bubble is very slightly on the line to the right, and the same there, very slightly to the right, on the line to the right, very slightly, which means they're the same reading, so the spirit level is okay. When we come back, you can see the bubble is way over, quite different. I'll turn this piece of wood over. Yeah, if you zoom in on that, Tony, above, go above it. That's it, you can see the bubble is moved over quite a bit, and that's why the seat is rocking. So we can do another check, because you probably are not convinced by a spirit level. So if we look at that, take a measurement. If you can go in, home in there, Tony. There we have a reading of 403, 402 millimeters. We come forward, we now get a reading of 410 millimeters. We go to the other side, floor, that's about the same, which coincides with our spirit level, which showed the front edges were pretty much level. If we go to the back, remember this side was 402, 403. We go to the back, what have we got? Oh, 408. 408, which is quite a difference. That corresponds to the difference of the thickness of this, which is what we said was about 4 mil. So that's definitely a fault. The lid is not as shown in the illustration. The lid is shown to be fairly flush all round. So that is a fault. We don't have that shadow, which is a bit of an eyesore. I've never noticed that shadow that much on a cheap £60 toilet. Right, now, if you come down here, Tony, if we look at this corner, that is quite a sharp angle. If you move back and get the whole of it in. Get the whole of the toilet in, Tony. And at 3D angle. That's this corner here